Hey everyone, it's James of geometricharts.com. This is the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin, BTC, USD on the Bitfinex exchange, September 7th, about 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this video is not investment advice. So I just wanted to kind of piggyback off of my video that I had on Wednesday. I talked about the bears were sharpening their claws and the bears were feasting. And obviously we are just continuing this downward movement in price. I talked about the volume, again, coming in, going out, coming in, going out. The only time volume really increased was off a cliff. Again, showing selling pressure. This market is dominated by sellers. The overall trend is down. There's no denying it. So that's why I had this line set. Again, it's just showing the pressure of selling in this market currently. So as we start to move downward, I think that there might be a possible for a little relief rally, maybe over the next day or two. From there, I definitely think we are going to get the continuation down. The question is, does Bitcoin break through 5750? If it does, it is going to easily test the low 5,000 range. Ethereum's already broke to a new local low. This is what I would call a local low. I imagine that the rest of the market is going to follow. Typically, that's how this beast rolls, is when one of them starts to go down, the rest all start to go down as well, like lemmings off a cliff. And right now, Ethereum is being mauled to death by the bears. The same way when the alt started getting mauled to death up here, as Bitcoin was pushing up, they were getting mauled. And I said that, I was like, uh-oh, I was like, watch out. Boom, the whole market fell out. It's kind of exactly where we're at now. Ethereum's getting mauled. I think it's only a matter of time before the rest of the market does as well. So again, I would anticipate maybe a little poke up, just like a little relief rally, and then that's it. The only thing I would really change my mind is if Bitcoin's able to shoot above about 6,800. If we break above 6,800, that would change my mind on the drop. But I think there's maybe a 10% chance of that happening in Bitcoin. Again, I think the overall trend is down. It's showing it on the daily charts. The 4-hour chart is just you're seeing a little more volatility on the screen when we're in the 4-hour chart time frame. But again, the trend is definitely down. This selling pressure does not get reversed that easy. It's going to take time to build up. To produce a relief rally to relieve some, if not all of that pressure, but more than likely, again, we're heading down. Does 5750 hold or does it not? If it does not, then back to the low 5,000s, potentially lower, but I don't want to talk about anything lower than that because it's pretty much fantasy land. I do see some mainstream media articles, like the Forbes, trying to hype it up as well still. So again, they're playing the siren's call. They're trying to lure as many retail traders as possible into this market. People still act as if it's guaranteed to make you a ton of money. Just throw your money in. You're guaranteed to become uber rich. I think that sentiment's going to get washed out. And it could get washed out if we fall through this trap door. If this base becomes like these ups and downs have become the song, right? And then this becomes the trap door and we fall out through there and we slice through 5,000, I think then we see the nice bloodbath. That bloodbath will create chaos. Chaos leads to opportunity for big money, big players that are looking out, waiting to attack these retail traders. And if big money is going to enter, they will create a chaos event. It happens in every single market. And typically the mainstream media hops on their backs and starts screaming, there's fire everywhere. And there's blood in the streets, and then that's when you know the chaos has started. So until we see something like that to where people are really scared to even become bullish on Bitcoin, I think that sellers are going to continue to dominate this market and dreams are going to continuously be crushed in this market by those poor retail traders that are listening to the people on social media, that are listening to the mainstream media, and they're not paying attention to what the chart is telling them. The chart's telling you, hey, guess what? I'm under attack. Sellers are in control. There's no denying it. It's that simple, but it's so hard to understand for so many people because it's easy. It's easy to get sucked into the pipe dream. The pipe dream is just, and they know that. They know. That's why the mainstream media does what they do. That's why the people on social media hype up the crazy numbers. That's why you see the YouTube videos where they got this monster number of like 700 trillion for Bitcoin. And that's the point. is to lure you in, to sucker you into that. And you know what's going to happen. You're sticking your neck out. It's going to get chopped right off like it did every single time in the past since the 20,000 top, okay? People do not want to hear that, hey, guess what? This is going to take time. This is going to take time before it starts to head back up. No one wants to hear that, but it's the reality of it. So again, this much selling pressure this early on, I definitely think it's a continuation. The only thing that would negate that is over 6,800. If not, we're going back down. We're testing 5,750. 5,750 doesn't hold. I think we hit about 5,200, maybe a little bit lower. And then from there, if that doesn't hold, watch out, hang on to your seat because we're sliding off a cliff. Ethereum getting mauled to death. If Ethereum continues to get mauled to death and continues to get beat down, and the rest of the market starts falling off a cliff and they all start breaking their lows, then again, that's going to just further confirm what I've been talking about. Sellers are in control, and there's a good potential for a chaos opportunity building in this market that no one's expecting because everyone's looking up to the sky. So this big money is going to come through with a nice samurai sword, super sharp too, and just cut everyone's legs right off while they're all looking at the sky. And that's what I think could be building up in this market, and that's why we might have this series of pumps and dumps in this market, is to kind of create that lull for the for the retail traders, and you get them sucked in, and everyone's like, okay, this is just it. We're gonna ride up, we're gonna go down. We're gonna ride up, we're gonna go down. We're gonna ride up, we're gonna go down. We're gonna ride up. Oh crap, we're really going down. And that's what I think we're building up to. So we'll see how it pans out. Again, that's pretty much the analysis in a nutshell. Micro, macro. Again, I think the overall trend is definitely down. I'm a short-term bear. I'm a long-term bear at the moment. Nothing's going to change my mind until we get out of this and really start to either base out or start to break higher and set some higher highs and higher lows. Until then, you got to go with the trend. There's no sense in fighting this giant downward trend. Like, I mean, unless you're trading billions and billions of dollars in the market, which you're not watching this YouTube video if you are, but that would be the only saving grace you would have on your side, is your amount of capital. Without that, good luck. But anyway, so that's it. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Next video will be Monday. If you do like the video, you like the content, please like, comment, subscribe, follow. I thank everybody for their time and support. If you want something that's more in depth, where I talk about specific price points, supports, resistance lines, profit targets, etc., I do that for Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, EOS, NEO, Ripple, ADA, IOTA, Bitcoin Cash, and then some stock market stuff as well, commodities, and Forex too. So I do that through my subscription service at geometriccharts.com. It's $25 a month. There's no subscription. No contract, so you can leave whenever. So far, it's been very few people that have left. Everyone's hung around, and it's grown quite well, much more than I ever anticipated. So I'm very blessed there, and I'm very blessed with the subscribers I have on YouTube. Whether you're paying or not, I try to give you as best as content as I possibly can. Obviously on the YouTube, I'm not going to throw out numbers and talk about buy areas or sell areas. I just can't do that on the YouTube. I don't even think it's part of their service, their terms of service. I don't even think you can talk about stuff like that. You pretty much have to have a disclaimer. That's why I put that out there. So if you want something more in depth, I have the sub side, and I'm very, very active in there all day long, Monday through Sunday. I do take some breaks on the weekends just to do family stuff, but other than that, morning and night videos. So, I'm not here to give you some sales pitch, just explain it. Some people ask in the comments more about it. My site doesn't really have much. I need to update that and put some more stuff on there. But basically, you get morning and night videos, charts for all those cryptos I talked about, stock market and Forex charts as well, and some commodities charts too, depending on exactly what I'm covering and what goes hand in hand. Some of those do have direct or inverse relationships, so you do have to kind of pay attention to both. But that's pretty much it. Again, I thank you for your time. I thank you for everyone's support. It's been very it's been a good blessing, across the board, from YouTube to the subscribers, and I just want to let you know that I do appreciate it. Don't mean to ramble on so much. I don't think I'm ever really going to know how to shut up when I need to. But again, I think that's just the person I am. Like I like to make sure everything's out there. So anyways, have a great weekend. I'll talk to everybody on Monday.